Painful sex is something so many of you have written me about. So many of you have asked in the comments, hey, what can I do for painful sex? Or sometimes I have painful sex. And yes, I have to be honest, most of these comments are from women. But yes, it's possible to have painful sex from a man's perspective as well. Guys, today I'm focusing on the women here, but guys, this is important for you to know, so don't turn off the video. If your partner is having painful sex, you should watch this video too. But women, I'm going to focus on you. There are more women who experience painful sex than you might ever imagine. And guys, the reasons for painful sex, the underlying reasons, are numerous, from vaginal infections, vaginal inflammation, to endometriosis, to maybe issues from surgery, having an episiotomy or tears, just being nervous or anxious during sex. Guys, I have a whole separate video on the causes of painful sex, so you want to make sure you check that out. I'll make sure I link it here. But this video, we are talking about things you can do at home to try to ease some of the pain you might experience during sex. Okay, let me first say, though, I'm a family doctor. By the way, I'm Dr. Jen. Good to see you guys. First thing I need to tell you is that painful sex, in my opinion, should always be evaluated by your doctor. Even though I'm giving you some at-home solutions, it's something that you can try while you're being worked up with your doctor and waiting to get in to see your doctor. The reason why is because there may be something medically going on with you that you're not simply able to fix on your own, okay? So keep that in mind as I give you these suggestions. All right, so let's talk about the first thing that you can do. Many women experience painful sex as a result of not enough sort of moisture or having a dryness, vaginal dryness. So from that perspective, a lubricant can be very helpful. Water-based lubricants are awesome, especially great for women who might get irritated by certain lubricants. There are also silicone-based lubricants, which may last longer and be a little bit more slippery than the water-soluble ones. This information, by the way, is all according to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, ACOG. They say don't use Vaseline or baby oil or mineral oil, though, with condoms, because they can dissolve the latex, cause that condom to break. You don't want that. But going back, okay, vaginal dryness, and I have videos on vaginal dryness too. That's a major cause for women to have painful sex. Go ahead and try a lubricant. You can get those over the counter. Super important there. Another thing that you can try at home with your partner, make sure that you're making time for sex, okay? When we're anxious, when we're tired, when we're overwhelmed, etc., it's not always the best time for, sexual relations for many couples and many people, especially if you find that that's playing a role in some of the pain you experience. And again, I discuss more of the causes, but fear, embarrassment, shame, being tired, anger, all that kind of stuff can play a role in this. Make sure that you're making time for sex, and also talk to your partner. Let your partner know what you're experiencing. Let your partner know what's going on with you. Also, where, when, and how you experience pain, so that you guys can work together to sort of work around that while you're being worked up by your doctor. Notice I keep saying that because it's very important. So involve your partner in this process, not to overwhelm them or to make them afraid, but to allow them to help you have a positive sexual experience, and also to avoid things that might be painful or unpleasant or things like that. That can be very important. That can also be very helpful to have that support on your side. Now, in addition to trying activities that don't cause pain, you can also just try non-sexual activities, period. Sex, or rather penetration, is not the only way to experience intimacy and connection with your partner. There are plenty of sensual activities that you can do and engage in with your partner that are say, non-penetrative, okay? So keep that in mind. Be open to exploring different things. Try new things to help maneuver around the pain aspect that you're experiencing, of course, while you're getting worked up by your doctor. But this will allow you and your partner to still remain connected and close in a sexual way, okay? Other suggestions that the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists recommend, which I think are great, are things like making sure that you empty your bladder before sex. It's one thing we may not always think about, but yeah, it's important to do, and it might help with your comfort. Also, something else you can do is try taking a warm bath before you're intimate, or you might try taking an over-the-counter pain reliever before intercourse. Sometimes that helps people too. I know I sound like a broken record, but I do want you to know that if you are needing to do these measures before sex, it's okay to do them, but still make sure your doctor knows to make sure there's not something else going on that needs to be dealt with at the source, okay? And then sometimes other things that can really sort of help with intercourse in particular, after intercourse, if you experience pain or discomfort, sometimes coldness can be very helpful. So like an ice pack or an ice gel pack to the vagina area, sort of make sure it's wrapped in a towel. The tissue down there is very sensitive and it's thin in many ways, so you don't want to burn your vaginal tissue. So if you have an ice pack or a gel ice pack or things like that, make sure you wrap it in a towel. But something like a cool compress can sort of be relieving and be very helpful. You also might find that a number of these methods, putting them together might be helpful for you. A warm bath along with a pain reliever that you might take, like Motrin or Tylenol or something like that, using an ice pack afterwards, etc., including your partner. Again, any or all of these ideas. The lubricant, oh my gosh, lubricants are amazing. But suffice it to say, this does not negate or remove the importance of you talking to your doctor about what's going on, because again, if there is some medical reason why you're having so much pain, that medical reason needs to be fixed. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be dealt with. And some of the medical reasons can be really quite serious. As I mentioned, I have another video on that. Make sure you take a look at that. Guys, I want you to know that if you experience pain with sex, you are not the only one. There are a lot of women. This video is primarily for women, but also the partners in your lives, so your partners can understand. But there are a lot of women that experience pain with sex, so do not feel alone. I don't want you to feel isolated. I don't want you to feel like you're the only woman who feels this way, and I don't want you to feel afraid either. That's what your doctors are for. We are here to help you with this, but trying some of these out at home things might be helpful in the meantime, okay? I want you to let me know what your experience has been. Let me know if you've tried any of these at-home solutions or if you've tried other things. Oftentimes I ask you to comment, because what you say tends to help other women and men who are going through something similar with themselves or their partners. So please do that. Please also share this video with anyone else you think might benefit from it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I'm a practicing family physician and on-air health expert and video creator. I do daily videos on like literally everything, all sorts of topics. So make sure on Facebook you like and follow my page. On YouTube, thanks so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates. Also, guys, I do have I'm on other social media, so that's TikTok. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, like all the stuff. So make sure you find me at drjencaudle.com. And in addition, I have a website that I'd love for you to check out. It's drjencaudle.com. Actually, I said that before. It's not drjencaudle.com at LinkedIn. It's just Dr. Jen Caudle. Go to drjencaudle.com, which is my website, okay? That website has lots of offerings. You can email me, you can subscribe to my free health newsletter. You can do so much. Guys, you are amazing. Let me know if this video is helpful. I hope it is. I made this because of what you all have posted, and I hope that it helps you. So let me know. Guys, I love you. Okay, bye-bye.